Bell.
Who loves you, baby? Who loves you?
Why'd you say that?
Because it's fun.
What did that have to do with anything?
It's great. Didn't you ever see Tully
Who loves you?
Savalas? I'm bald. I love everybody. It's wonderful. What do you got to say
I
about
have
it?
no idea
Huh?
what reference any of what you
Yeah,
just said
you should.
was from anything.
Yeah, old school's better than the new school. You're ridiculous.
It
Look at
depends
that.
what's
We
the
got
new
Mo
school.
Biggs. We got Mo Biggs in the house. We got Crazy Mad in the house. Hello, guys.
Mo and Crazy, the
Good to see
1-2
you.
punch,
That's right.
the 1-2 punch.
Mama said knock you out. Look, we got Fanta. Fanta's in the house.
Is it
Hi.
Fanta or Fanta?
Well,
Wanna Fanta.
phantas- phantasmagorical, but I say Fanta.
What
So
if it's
look,
Fanta
look. Fanta's got my
Smagorical?
back. Fanta's got my back.
Isn't Kojak a dog?
Uh, it was Telly Savalas, man. Telly Savalas. Who loves you,
That sounds like
baby?
a that sounds like a wrestler's name. That doesn't sound
Did
like a
you ever
real
see
person.
Saturday Night Live when he did the Players with Yourselves Club? And they
Who?
were making fun
No.
of Telly Savalas, but it was, SNL, and they were kind of doing a play on his
Who
character.
was the SNL character? Who was the actor
Oh,
for
you
that
asked me too
meeting?
fast. It's Fanta. Laugh out loud. um, oh, I loved him too, and I can't think of his name. Let me think. Because it's
Oh,
interesting.
whoa,
It's
whoa,
interesting we
whoa.
bring this up, right? Hang on. Hang on a minute. It's interesting we bring this up because now they bring this into the question of the week.
Wait a
Okay.
minute though. Mo Biggs
I
staking
know.
over Crazy Mad.
No, Crazy
That's
Mad had it
violence.
first. Crazy Mad had it first. We'll go to Mo's second.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. But who said Mo could do a question of the week? Is Crazy Mad okay with it? What
Oh, well,
is
that's a good question.
Oh, question of the week. Who could do question of the week?
Yeah.
Ah,
Nah, it's got to be Crazy Mad. He's had it, man. He's had it since the beginning. So, improv skit comedy shows or stand up comedy
Mo,
shows.
Derek took Crazy Mad side real quick. And
I
not
mean,
just
it is
quick.
his thing, man. It's what he's been doing since the beginning. Can we let Mo
Okay,
step in sometimes? Yes, I think that's
but
great.
what if Mo's just making it better, improving on greatness?
So we're just going to scrape Crazy Mad to the side and be like, whatever, dude.
I said improving on greatness, saying that Crazy Mad's been great. Maybe Crazy Mad needs a break from question of the week. Like a
Yeah.
month ago, he said he's done 300 of them. Give
Okay.
him a break.
First off, if you read what Mo says, he's not even doing the question of the week. So you're really off base here. But
I'm
he's
just
just
trying to make a
saying,
conflict between the two.
yeah,
That's all
well,
I'm
there
trying
is
to
no
do.
conflict. Although, if Crazy Mad was not here, I think Mo would step in because he's tried to do it before and it's worked. So it was great.
Okay.
But he's saying stand up, sketch comedy shows can be great if the writers are up to snuff. Good improv is rare. And I agree with him. I agree with that.
Wait, can we go back to the question of the week? Because I didn't read
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Hey, Mrs. Good Stuff. Hello,
Hey, Miss Good
hello.
Stuff.
Just call me Hen. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Are you pronouncing these right? Are you sure it's Hen and not Han?
Oh, boy. You messed
Burping,
up
burping.
Fanta, too. How can you mess up Fanta?
Wanna
Good
Fanta.
stuff. Mr. Good Stuff. Wow, the chat is going crazy. I need to catch up. They're going so
Come
fast I
on.
can't even do it.
Let's get it
Can't even
going.
do it. I have to go backwards now because of you.
More
So
power.
here's the question of the week.
Captain. Oh, okay. So improv, skit, comedy show. So, because improv and skit, I feel are two totally different things. Like, I
Uh-huh.
don't think SNL really does improv. It's skit. Now you took it down. I wasn't even finished reading it.
Just
What is
what?
going on here? What is
Come
going on
on.
with the IT
The
here
chat is popping.
department?
We got to pop here. We got to pop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Dude,
You're
can we
behind the
have an
times,
episode
man.
where you don't use rated R speech? Why does it always have to be sexual innuendos with you, Derek?
I'd be like a good porn
God.
director, I think. Let's go. Let's go. Make it pop. Make it pop.
Oh my god. I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, you did.
Now
You
I'm
totally
looking
did.
for the question of the week.
Are you kidding me? Look, see, you got people all over the
Miss
place.
Good Stuff talked about Robin Williams. I remember watching the first time he did it, and I was like, he had 20 water bottles that he used, and he was so hairy, and he was so dirty too. It's like, this is Robin Williams? Man, never.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait,
Look at
where is
this.
the question of the week?
I apologize, ladies. My answer to the question of the week appears to have turned them both retarded and unable to pronounce words. Stand-up comedy shows or improv or skit. Come on, man.
Okay, I'll say this. Live, I much rather see stand-up. Now,
yeah,
what's more entertaining on TV? Good SNL, like, not good. Peak SNL is freaking great. Like,
okay, yeah.
There's some really good stand-up stuff, but like, I would much rather watch a best of Will Ferrell, Ferrell.
Oh boy, the pronunciation is off the hook.
Colin Farrell's
and you're the writer,
brother.
Murph. You're the writer.
Yeah. J.R. Tolkien was blind. It's okay.
You can't say you can't even say Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
No.
That's how it's pronounced.
Okay, do you remember Phil Hartman?
Oh man, yeah.
Phil Hartman was one of the best. He was one of the best of all time. On SNL.
Even on Simpsons, and in Simpsons he was great too. When they lost him. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Hartman. Didn't his wife murder him?
Yeah.
Is that what happened? God.
Yep. And see, look at that. But bad stand-up is absolute torture. Pharaoh? Are you saying Pharaoh? Oh my God.
Bad improv, I think, is worse than bad stand-up. Like, improv can be really bad.
Yeah, it can. Bad stand-up can still be funny if there's a good heckler. That's true. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, who's Will Ferrell?
Ferrell. I'm just pronouncing it as the Dutch.
Don't pronounce it. Just don't.
This is how.
Anyway, back to Phil Hartman.
Geneva Convention, Derek.
Just stop talking. You just can't pronounce anything tonight. Just stop. So Phil Hartman did the Players with Yourselves Club, and he did Telly. He was acting like Telly Savalas. He had the hair. He had the skull piece where it was just bald and
full circle. How about that?
Yeah. See what I mean? So it's fantastic. One of my favorites of all time. Yeah, look at that. Phil Hartman was Captain Carl in Pee-wee's Playhouse. Remember that? I do. I remember that.
Isn't it horrifying who was the train conductor in the Timmy the Train show? Or Tommy the Train?
What are you talking about?
Remember the train thing that was like a Sesame Street where all the trains had faces? Is it Train?
Thomas the Train? Thomas the Train.
What did I say? What did I call
Tommy
him?
the Train?
That's because me and him are bros.
You are a train wreck. Train wreck. You can't say shit tonight. What is happening?
I'm just trying to bring some entertainment to the show, Derek. So sue me.
I'm just trying to draw attention away from my mispronunciations. Did he have the sucker? Yeah. So look, can't beat the old skit show. Do they even make them anymore? I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to find skit shows. SNL just has not been doing it for me. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Did he have the sucker? Is she talking about Thomas? What is she talking about? Fanta, what are you referencing here? Thomas the Tank Engine wasn't part of Sesame Street. That's true.
No, but the conductor's, what's his name? That was a comedian, and he was a rated R comedian. I can't think of his name, and it's killing me. All I can think of is Phil Hartman.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, this one's for Frank and Bill.
Oh, dude, that's a rough one. A train running?
Oh, I'm off.
Man.
Oh, see, you had to bring up Thomas the Train.
Oh.
Gosh, train wreck, dude. did Murph get abducted by aliens, replaced with a robot of lesser speaking abilities? I think he's always been this way. Good stuff. I mean, it's just the way he always is.
Thank you for giving me a compliment that I've been
And
better than this. Because it's
just call me
usually
Hen.
so.
Just call me Hen is correct. Thomas has nothing to do with Sesame Street. One's British and the other is American.
They were on the same television show.
Gosh,
weren't
darn.
they? Just
Terrible.
Slam Chop, all of those.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. Everybody's saying Dean. Where's Dean?
Dean.
I don't see Dean anywhere. Do you see Dean? I don't see him. Dean! Yo, Dean! Everybody's crying Dean, and I don't see Dean in the chat. Let me go back up. Did I miss him? Did I miss Dean through all that? Wow. We are off our we're off our game, dude. Can't keep up with the chat. There he is. If it's not whose line is it anyway, the answer is stand up. I agree. I like whose line is it
anyway. Anyways was really good. That was really good. They have it on TikTok. And there's some times where I'm still laughing seeing those.
Look.
Oh my god. That's too far. For how much no hate Rob. That's pretty far.
It's funny. Hey Jim. How's it going, man? Red Dress Press. Alrighty.
Hey, Red Dress Press.
And I guess I'm racist. What the hell is happening to my show tonight?
Whoa! Your show? Whoa.
Yeah, mine. Yeah,
Whoa.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one making like the correct pronunciations, carrying everything. So, I just don't understand.
Your show. That is just heartbreaking.
We need to hit the rock bottom of retardation.
Are we going full? Are we going full tonight?
No, we're not.
Look at this. Retard?
Chappelle show was epic. He was, you know what?
Yeah, it was.
Chappelle was kind of part stand up and part skit, though, right? He did both.
I feel like the stand up part was very short. It was more of a skit show.
Yeah,
dude.
I just felt like he kind of did both.
When he was the black blind Ku Klux Klan member, my God, what a great skit! Like he takes his mask off and their heads are exploding.
Oh shit! This is actually more retarded than the episode where Murph went full Fetterman. Yeah, dude.
That was
that was without me.
Echo.
Yeah, that was without me. We should make shorts of that video. I'm going to go back and make shorts of that.
Oh, you're right. I got to do that. I got to make shorts.
Yes.
Do we know what video it was? That's the tough thing. Trying to remember where stuff is.
Yeah, I guess. I'll probably find it. Dirk's here 95% of the time. Murph's here 50.
That is. I think the 50% is rather generous, honestly.
That's funny. And not funny. All at the same time.
Hey, should I get crazy mad? Should I get crazy mad a little steamed?
Why? What are you going to do?
Because you know what sucked today?
What's that?
You know what sucks every day? Fishing.
Oh,
he wanted to punch me last week because of how bad fishing is compared to
you're saying something. Yeah, fishing is like one of the greatest things.
What?
It really is great. Yeah, fishing is
one of the greatest
fantastic.
things.
Yes, it is.
Whoa, come on. Come on.
Murph. What would
Even
you
when
rather
there
do?
wasn't TV or cars or anything and there was fishing, they were still like, hey, this sucks.
No. They were like, this is awesome.
I'd rather draw on some caves. Why are we fishing here?
Drawing in caves would be fun.
Look
at this.
How you just said that was like a Chook thing. Like drawing in caves would be fun.
Would be fun. I want to punch you every week. Don't just blame last week, Murph.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. Wow. Are you through that mental blockage, whatever you just had that pulled us through that retardation that you call your head. I don't know,
Derek,
man. That was bad.
Derek, I was born
That was
with a
bad.
mental blockage. Part of my brain is missing. It's not my fault.
It was bad, man. Okay. So what do we got tonight? What are we going to talk about? That's right.
Sorry, I was reading that comment because you usually read it out loud, and because you didn't, I started reading it, and so
I've been.
Damn.
Sometimes we get so many that I'm just kind of letting them be up there a little bit so they don't hear us talking so much because I feel like I talk over you or you talk over me. So I'm kind of just letting it flow.
I think that's funny that he says fishing is a holdover. It's like actually though, that is kind of crazy though. Like,
what do you mean?
Fishing really is a hold. Like, it's been something done since the dawn of time.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. That's what makes it awesome.
That's been lasting longer. I mean, of course, hunting, but I feel like people fish more than hunt, right?
Yeah. No, hunting's still a big thing, man. Hunting is.
Do you think there's more money spent? What do you think? Oh, that'd be a good thing to think of. Do you think more money spent on hunting equipment, camping equipment, or fishing equipment? And I say fishing's with boats. You add the boat, not just like
hunting equipment, because
you could have tents.
I mean, it could be camping, but I would say hunting because you have guns and things, and they're more expensive. So you're going to spend way more on hunting.
I know the bow and arrows can get real expensive.
I mean, well, crossbows, and then you get into specific guns, and then ammo is expensive now. So I mean, it just depends on what you get into. So yeah,
boats and hoes.
Just call me Hen says golf. Yeah.
Wait, does it mean golf's been around as long as fishing?
Probably. Oh yeah, gun talk. Look at that. We don't want to do that. No, let's move on. No, I don't think we have one thing specific tonight, guys. Tonight we were just kind of appreciating some things.
Gemstones came out. We were going to talk about that, but then you decided not to. You
we can.
To, and then you decided not to. I didn't watch it because you said no. So I haven't watched the new episode.
Well, okay, so this is just a plug. Yeah, you always want to watch the Gemstones.
I thought it was funny in the Gemstones. It shows the dad fishing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That show is just great all the way around. So I was excited that the new season came out.
The characters are just so good. How they disrespect the sister is so funny. Like, I just love it. Like, and her husband's hilarious, trying to be a man. Like, so many great characters.
Yeah.
I hope it goes like 10 seasons. Because there's tons of stuff they can do.
We'll see. I mean, a lot. I watched all 3 of the episodes that are out.
Say what?
Yeah. No, I watched all 3 of the episodes that are out now. Because we're a few weeks.
Came out?
Mm-hmm. Well, we're like 3 weeks behind.
Oh, I thought it just came out Sunday.
No, it's been out since I don't know, beginning of June or something.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh.
Yeah, it just so the momentum of this season is not as like fast as the other 2 seasons, I don't think, but there's still some fun things coming up, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I would say if you guys get the chance to watch it, especially the first season. The first season is just off the chain, and it's funny. So you'll love it.
It's really funny. Yeah, it's nonstop laugh.
And then Baby Billy never disappoints.
Man.
You have to give it a shot.
As an actor, he's like on fire, dude. Everything he does has been great.
Yeah. Never heard of it. Yeah, it's a show on HBO. If you get HBO or Max, I think they call it Max now. So, yeah, The Righteous Gemstones. Give it a chance, man. It's a funny show. It's an irreverent comedy about the church, and it's just fun. And if you grew up in the church or had any affiliation with the church at any point in your life, it really hits home in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it's about a family of shady preachers. Danny McBride and John Goodman are in it. Yeah.
Well, and then there's a lot of like conservative Christian jokes, like when they're at the
Yeah.
dinner table and they're all arguing, and then the oldest brother's wife wants to talk, and then she stops and she asks her husband if she can talk.
Oh
She goes,
yeah,
"Babe,
yeah.
can I talk?" And
Can
he
I
goes,
talk?
"Yeah, certainly." And then so she starts going off again, and it's like, oh man, that's just hilarious. Like,
Yeah, Adam Devine from Workaholics is the youngest brother.
yeah, he's
They're
great too. He's funny in everything he's in.
yeah, the way they play off each other is pretty fun. And gosh, it's funny
You
because
know
you
they're gonna have a
know.
season like as a church camp, like a kids'
Oh,
church. Like,
probably.
oh my gosh.
If you've ever been to church, you know this is kind of what it's like behind the scenes too, because you see how the people interact and things. You know they're just fighting and doing weird shit behind everybody's back, and
Well, and season 2 was about that preacher that was doing all those hotels,
yeah,
you know, and that, and like he gave people deals that could never financially work out. I can't. Who was the
right.
preacher that did that? That was like a huge thing.
Um,
Uh,
I don't know, man. We can't go into it right now, but I just go
yeah,
check the show out, and you guys will. I think you guys will
yeah.
love it from start to finish. It's a lot of fun.
Oh man, just how
So,
they, just the brother sister brother dynamic and how they yell at each
oh
other
yeah.
and cuss and just, oh man, just so funny.
So, changing subjects, I wanted to thank everybody and any viewer that is watching right now, and all of our
Am
viewers
I
and chat.
counted?
Nope,
Am I in
because you're
this
part
thing?
of the show.
Oh,
Nope,
damn it! I thought this is your show.
it is. It's my show. That's why I'm not counting you. Um,
Next week, I want a logo saying the Dirk Show.
that's
Okay,
right,
that's
Dukester.
what I want. The
And
Dukester.
I just wanted to thank everybody for 221 subs. After
Damn.
5 years on YouTube, we got 221. No, I'm just
We
kidding.
haven't been on here for 5 years.
No, it's not been 5. It's been what, 2?
Eh,
Yeah, it's like 2. Haven't watched From, guys, so we'll have to give that
it
a shot.
can't be 2. We haven't done 2 Christmases with our
No,
channel.
year and a half. Has it been a year and a half? No, it's
Probably
been
a
2.
year and a half. What?
No, it's been 2. This
We've
summer
done
makes
like
2.
2 Halloween episodes and 2 like Christmas
Yeah.
episodes.
Hmm. Yep.
I don't know
So I
about
wanted to
that.
thank everybody for that. And I wanted to throw out some dynamic art tonight. So I'm going to show one of the things that I caught on to. Okay?
Hmm.
You okay with that? And then you
Yeah, I
want
got
to
stuff
share
too
some of your stuff.
if we have time. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a couple things I like to show.
First thing I'm going to show is this.
Art I appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just out and about looking on Twitter, and I found this. I was like, oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Is this Teen Wolf 2?
Look, I don't want to hear any complaints about the channel's slow growth when you didn't grab onto that rocket ship. What rocket ship? What are you talking about, Mo?
Dude, why you don't ask Mo? Because you know that's gonna be a Bill and Frank rocket ship.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, no, this is Kenneth.
Oh, I think he
Rucker.
means Chook. I think he means because we never grabbed onto the Chook rocket ship.
No,
We
actually,
edited
Mo,
it.
I have edited the Chook video, and I need to air it. So I was thinking about tweaking it a little bit, and then putting it on YouTube for everybody to see. So probably have a few little tweaks to do to it, but it's been done for a little while now. I just haven't finished it, like finished.
Yeah, the
So,
rocket was Chook.
yeah, it's Chook. Dirk really needs to go live chat. To
Huh?
go to live chat.
What does he mean by that?
I need to go to live chat. Huh. Mo, is there any channel you do not have a wrench on? And let me guess, it's Chook teaser. No, it's like the whole thing, man. I took the whole video and cut it down so it's only Chook, and it's all the way through. So that was a long stream, dude. We talked about Chook a long time. So, anyway, this is Kenneth Ruckford. Yeah, Ruckford. And look at it. Watercolor. It's
Mhm.
just gorgeous. like always when he paints or when he draws or whatever he does. And awesome looking
I
character.
I think paint's the hardest media because I feel like it's the hardest to control. Like to be precise,
Uh,
like you really, especially thin lines, and
I don't know, dude.
you
I
don't think
think you
so?
need. I think it depends. I don't think it is. I think it's you really just have to know color, and I think that's where Kenneth shines because look at this. Look how he blends those blues and purples
Mm-hmm.
and then he puts
Greens.
the orange and just the way he's able to blend them and layer them. And then when you look in on that collar, with the orange, he's got different shades of orange and white,
Mm-hmm.
even yellow in there to make that look shiny and like um,
Really.
it looks like it's actually reflecting light.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how he can pull that off. And he's able to do it in all of his drawings. It's effortless for him. So he's able to do
When you're
things that
good,
other
you're
people
good.
just can't do. Yeah. Yeah. Let me let me and Mo see it first. We don't want another debacle like the Ugly
Oh,
Tongue trailer.
geez.
Okay. I'll have to send it to you guys. People super chatted mail in to
Oh,
give me wrench, but he didn't. Oh, okay. He's talking about his
oh
channels.
man, they gave money and he still didn't.
Ooh,
Oof.
damn. I have a wrench on Malin. I don't know why I talk shit about him all the time. That's awesome. I
That
only
is
watch the channel a few
awesome.
times a year. Oops, I'm sorry. I meant to leave that on. You need to add my channel to the list, Mo. You don't have a wrench there either. So yeah, I mean, we gave a wrench pretty quickly to Mo, I think, and Crazy Mad, pretty fast.
Wrench, Mo,
So,
wrench.
but they've been
Wrench,
around since the
Mo,
beginning, so
wrench.
that's why. But no, I just I love this piece. So I think it's great. It's so simple, but yet, man, it's just awesome to look at his art all the time. So that's all I got. What do you got?
That's all you got?
Just for now.
Well, this is your
That's all I got to
show.
say about it. What do you got to say?
Every time,
Come
anytime
on.
there's anything negative, I'm just gonna be like, "It's your show."
I know. You're going to be a baby. Throw a baby fit about it.
I'm not being a baby. I'm being
Okay.
funny and frustrated at the same time.
Show me your stuff.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Show
You
me
said
your
you had
stuff.
you said you had things open so you could show people.
Yes, I
Okay, let's
do.
go. Let's do it. Let's see it.
Okay.
What do you got?
Okay. Okay. So the first thing I got to go to is
Woo.
this.
All right.
When
Let me
I
get
saw
that in
that
there.
as a kid, the water, like I just was thinking, this is awesome. Like this is probably might be my most favorite panel as a kid.
Now,
Like I
help
just
me
knew what.
help me know who drew this. Who drew it? Do you know?
Uh, why do you do this to me? You know
Well,
I don't come
it's
prepared.
important. It's important to know who drew this panel.
Oh, I could cheat and Google it, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to get
Just
it in
cheat.
my
It's
head.
okay if you cheat. Google it and let us know who drew this because I mean, it really
No, I
does
should know.
remind
Wait,
me.
because this is early Claremont. This is oh my god.
Is it John Byrne
I think, or is this too early for John Byrne?
or like a Ramita, like Ramita Senior, maybe?
I think it's Ramita.
Because
Because I think John.
it's got a rough look. So I thought it might be one of the earlier artists. You know?
Okay, we'll say it's Ramita. Who knows?
No, don't you say it's Ramita. We got to know if it's Ramita.
How do I find out? I don't. I forget
What
what
issue
comic
is
this
this?
is.
Look up what issue is and find out who the artist is.
Oh my god.
Do you know what
This
issue
is
it is?
no, not off the top of my head.
All right, well give it a shot. Find out, man, because we got to know. I'm curious because I'd love it too. Look, when you look at this, look how the grate of you can tell
Yeah,
somebody's looking down through a grate, right, over top of
yeah.
Wolverine, and so it makes you feel like you've stumbled over him, like oh shit, you know what I mean? Like there's Wolverine walking through the sewers. So, uh, it's a fantastic shot, and that's important. I mean, the artist of this is an important artist. It's a cool shot. John Byrne's probably the most famous Claremont artist. Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah, but I was thinking this story was before. But you know what?
Mo's got a
This
point. Why
might
didn't you look this up ahead of time, Murph?
because I
Come
have
on.
like 20 different things to show.
Ah. Oh shit! And here we go. I guess this is a Morlock issue.
Actually, it's John Byrne. It is.
Okay, it's Byrne. That's why I said it first, because I said John Byrne. John
I
Byrne's
was thinking this
style
was.
changed over the years,
Mhm.
and here he looks like one of the earlier artists of Marvel. Right?
Mhm.
It's got that old style look to it. He still maintained that later on, but I think he just got smoother and better, as he
Well,
went
and I
along.
think that how they colored stuff too. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah,
not multicolored, but it still works. Like, it's such a good.
I I like the simple colors better sometimes. To me,
Sometimes, yeah, it depends.
I still like to go back and look at the old comics and see how they colored things because um, I don't know, some of the new stuff. I feel like sometimes it's so busy you can't tell
Uh huh.
what's what. Have you ever
Well,
looked at panels and you're like, what the hell am I looking at? I've seen that several times in new
yes.
comics,
Well,
and I think
Walking
part of that's
Dead.
the color.
Walking Dead has that issue. At
Yeah,
times, you're like, who's what? But he even gave Wolverine some eyes in the mask, where usually the mask is all white,
yeah, yeah.
but to kind of see it, which is so it works, even though that's not a.
I I think because then it looks like he's looking back at you, whereas
Yeah,
if you would have whited them out, it would have just looked like pissed off Wolverine, and it wouldn't have.
yeah,
I don't think it would have conveyed the emotion that the panel conveys. I think it's great.
I agree, and I think that's why sometimes
Yeah,
breaking the rule is the best thing
yeah,
that you
yeah, yeah.
can do with.
Right. Sometimes you
But
got to go there. Yeah,
so let's
I'm
go to the
guessing.
next one.
Wait, I guess Murph is just saying that it's burned, so we quit hassling.
No, I found the issue and it was Byrne and Claremont.
Okay.
I was thinking it was too early though.
Ooh, this is nice.
It
I like this.
Yeah, and this is one where
I've
like
seen this
this
before.
Wolverine pick is in like tons of T-shirts and things all the time. But like, yeah, this is early X-Men, and it's still like, man,
Damn.
that art is just so good. Again, like with the colors, there's not a lot
Uh-huh.
of different colors,
I
but the
love the
art is
colors of
just so
this.
dynamic. Yeah, because you
It's
still have it
beautiful.
like Sauron does have some more multicolor in his
Uh-huh.
skin, but pretty
Well,
much everything else is one.
so they're making great use of the double page spread,
Yep.
and it's not
Yeah.
so busy that you're losing what's happening, but it's beautiful when you could take either half and it would look great. And
Hmm.
yeah, I think Sauron looks awesome in this.
And you know what? They don't do it anymore, but it was kind of cool when they would make Cyclops's thing look like two eyes. Like, you know what I mean? How they read it instead of one red line, they almost make it look where he's got like two red eyes behind the visor there,
Yeah,
which I think
yeah.
is cool. It's
So
different.
Mo was talking. He says it's Sunday Funnies tier color work, um, and he was
Sure,
talking about the
I see what he
previous
means.
Wolverine. He was talking about the previous Wolverine panel you showed.
Yeah. What'd he say?
He said you were thinking about it was going to talk about this one, but he said it still applies. But I like that old. I like that. I sometimes I want the simple color because um, it just looks prettier to me. Sometimes I think the new digital coloring sometimes polishes things off so good. Makes it like the sheen on it, and I just it takes me out of it sometimes. I think we've
Yeah.
talked about this before, where it makes the art look like it's a bubble, like their muscles are bubbly and weird because they put so much shine on the muscles and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, like yeah, that is true. You'll get an actual like white circle on the
Yeah.
top of the
Yep.
bicep. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, just call me Hen. Thanks for coming by, man.
Yeah, thank you, thank
Feel
you.
free to hang out each week. We're going to change it up each week. We talk about all kinds of things. So come hang out. Feel free anytime, man. Thanks. Yeah, Murph. It's cool. It's so cool to make the Cyclops gear look like it's two eyes.
You saying a Cyclops can't have 2 eyes?
Oh my gosh.
Come on. He's being racist over Cyclops. They aren't all just one-eyed.
Racist because of eyes?
Yeah, they're not all one-eyed.
Racist?
Come on.
Does that mean you're racist? I don't know.
You always talk about the Indian with the dots or the feathers. That's racist.
That's not racist. That's cultural. No. And plus,
Okay,
that was my bass player's fault. He married a woman from India. She was born in India, but she's a citizen of the United States. And so when he met her, he was making jokes, and he said, she's Indian, dots, not feathers. And so that stuck with me. And it just always made me laugh.
Oh, I think it's funny. Yeah, it's definitely funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one of X-Men, I just always loved this because this is my favorite X-Men team. I shared it, right?
Yes, let me put it up. Okay.
So, and I just think that's a cool.
Can you zoom into it? At the top, does it have like hey, it's actually letting you do it.
But then you can't see Beast.
Can you scroll?
Weird. No, it's not letting me do.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, they don't want you to do it. They don't want you to share the pictures and shit.
But I always thought that was such a cool thing. I mean, other than Banshee, these are kind of all my favorite X-Men. Like, I even like Jean better as Phoenix and Jean.
Yeah. Yeah, she was better as Phoenix. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And Cyclops again with the 2 eyes. 2 eyes, Mo Biggs.
That's weird. So I'm not a fan of that with the 2 eyes. I'm really not.
It doesn't need to be all the time, but I think it's cool at times to give him kind of more emotion in a scene.
I don't know if that really does it because it looks robotic. It looks weird. I don't think that shows emotion.
I felt that other one did. Like they almost made it his face moving with it. But
yeah. I got lectured for saying feather, not dot. I'm a feather, not dot, so I should be allowed, right? Yeah, I mean, I have Indian. Yeah, I'm Cherokee. Isn't everybody Cherokee? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit!
Really though, my family does have Cherokee blood in.
It's getting racist.
No, but she's. I mean, I.
Right. We were already talking about guns. Where's the Wahoos coming next? America, America.
Oh man. Really though, my great grandfather was half Indian, so I can talk about it as well.
What happened to the other half?
White, probably Irish.
I thought you had Scottish.
Yeah, you need to get a dot pass from the dots. That is fantastic. I love that. Oh my gosh. No, but anyway. Great art, man. I really like it. I'm going to share one more now. Okay.
Oh, I got more. Oh, I got
okay,
more.
but I'm still sharing. I have one to share now. So it's this one.
Oh,
can you guys see it? Yeah.
Hey, can you make it bigger?
I might be able to. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, you can. Damn it.
So I'm trying. Now this is Amarok. This is by that 18-year-old.
It's very
artist.
Cool. I really do like it.
Now he's the artist that created the character, but this art is by Kanan White, and so Kanan White did this work.
Is it going to stay black and white? Are they going to get it colored or no?
I don't know.
Not that it needs it, but I would like to see.
Yeah, that. Look like. So he just launched this on David Finch's channel. I think it was last night, and it might have been the night before, but it just launched within the last day or two. So
look at
this is just one of the big pieces. What, this one? Oh wait, no. I got to go up. You can tell Dirk is Indian from his full head of hair. See what I mean? Yeah, I'm Indian. Why can't you tell?
Keep going.
Dirk is the Elizabeth Warren of this channel. Oh, I love it. That's fantastic. I already get that passed. They always think I'm one of them until they hear my Southern accent.
Oh my God.
This is the
That's
worst
funny.
coloring
I
yet.
thought the coloring that was funny.
I called him Cannon in my video. Oops. Canaan. It could be. I think it's Canaan white, right? I think I'm saying that right. Not Cannon, but
Isn't Canaan AI?
no, Canaan. You know, like
Cain, like the biblical Cain, Cain.
yeah, but not when you say Canaan, like uh, the
No, because then it's
Canaanites.
canon.
Look at
Yeah, the
Canaanites. See
Canaanites.
how?
It's AI. It is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Look it up.
Oh my god, I know it is, but I'll look it up.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't think so. Anyway, Canaan has some really nice art, man. Does a lot of grayscale stuff like this, but he really makes it pop out. Makes the whites really pop out. Really dynamic characters. So he's doing a great job. Look at that. Cherokee, Saskatchewan, Italian. Or yeah, Saskatchewan. Um, that's kind of crazy. What'd Canaan go by on Isom? See, it's Canaan. I don't know. On Isom? I knew he was doing some work there. I didn't know what though.
So the Canaanites, do you want to know how it's spelled?
Yeah, I do.
Cananites.
I knew I was right. Look at this. See that where Crazy
Double
Mad
A?
spells it? Yeah, it's double A. That's how Canaan White spells his name. Canaan. Yes.
Dang.
Murph, you're the writer. You.
You don't have to spell it right.
What?
You just have to get close so people know what you're talking about.
Oh. Maybe we're in the wrong roles. Maybe I should write and you should draw. How about that?
Yeah, but you would have all this gay stuff.
Oh, now Jim says Caanon. Now I'm really confused.
That's awesome.
Cannon. I don't know how you'd say it. Yeah, he changed his name to work on July stuff so he didn't get outed. Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Damn, that sucks, man. You know what? F that shit. I ain't changing my name. Oh, how the tables have turned. Canaan, I mean. Cannon, I mean. I don't know, man. So funny. Anyway, I love this piece. I think it's a great piece. I think he turns out consistently good work. Canaan White does. And every time I see his work, I just love it and study it. I think he's really great. So good on him. What else you got?
Okay. So the next one I really like because it reminds me of the Aragon scene in Lord of the Rings, but it's Batman. The Dukester.
Look, man.
I think that's a cool picture.
Okay. Do you see what Mo did? I love it. I love it. Okay, anyway.
Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Make it a little bit bigger.
All right. Okay.
But that's just cool. That's just a cool.
So this is what, a cover, or
No,
just
it's a panel.
teaser?
It's how the comic ended.
Oh, okay. Next,
that's why it says next, Derek.
But then they just got his eyes. I mean, what the hell are they doing? Why'd you kill it? Why'd you cut it off?
Because I'm going to the next one.
Oh, I didn't even get to comment on that one really. So they just showed his eyes at the end. That was weird. Next in Batman and Robin, eyes.
Yeah, because
what? I don't get it.
Sometimes
I don't get it. Although that Batman pose was cool. I like that.
It was cool.
Yeah.
So next, when I think of dynamic, this is one of the first things that popped in my head.
Read that comment. What reminds you of Aragon there?
You know how the scene in Lord of the Rings, you first see him and he's kind of all in darkness. I mean, he lights a cigarette so you see his eyes, but before that, and that's how Batman is. There's like just an outline of black, and that's what I think of with the how
Interesting.
Aragon's introduced, or Aragorn uh, is introduced. Do you think it's Aragon or Aragorn? Because it's almost in the movies they say it different ways by who the character's talking to him. Like the
Uh,
hobbits call him Aragon, but Legolas will say Aragorn. And I don't know what
yeah,
Gandalf says.
I'll have to look at that again. But I think it's Aragorn because
Because
it's got a
there's an
G-O-R-N.
R in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's an
I think
R
it's
in
more
it. But
Aragorn.
I,
Yeah, that's
but
what
I
I
feel
think.
like I feel like in the movie when they yell for him, it's like Aragon. I don't hear Aragorn
Well,
when they're
they're
yelling for
English, so
help.
don't they bend their R's funny?
Uh, well, what's his name's not
That's part of
English.
it.
Well, but the hobbits aren't English.
No, but they
Frodo and
speak
Sam.
in the English accent. Yep.
Uh,
All right, what's this one? Oh, this is a
so when
famous
you
one.
say dynamic, one of the first things I ever think of, like, it's just a great scene. Like,
Oh yeah. I mean,
especially the bottom panel. That's
yeah,
just
this
an
is
awesome
classic.
classic. Yeah.
This is
When
classic.
I want to
This
think of
is
something dynamic that's a long time ago, this is what I think. Like,
yeah, yeah.
it's just a
Um,
great.
so the panel of him, like the bottom panel where he's just, you can see how much steel
Squatting.
he's under. Just yeah, he's
Yeah.
just like, you're like, how the hell is he even going to lift that? But then that next page when he's just bench pressing it, like out of a
Yeah.
squat, it's ridiculous. So it's pretty friggin' awesome to see. Which
Oh yeah.
that will forever be cemented as one of the greatest scenes in Spider-Man history. Literally.
Well, and I showed X-Men first because that's what I love the most. But I think the most
Yeah.
dynamic character is Spider-Man when it comes to pictures and motions. Not like who he is, but if you're going to draw a character, is there anyone else that you could do more dynamic poses with than him?
Um. Well, I don't know. It depends. I think it
I
depends
mean,
from
Batman
character
does
to
have a
character.
lot of dynamic
Yeah.
poses because of his cape and stuff, but like,
Well,
I feel like
Spider-Man's very simple. So when you think about Spider-Man, he's just a simple body. There's not a lot of stuff to him to draw him. You know what I mean? Um,
yes, but
the web
like
detail, but once you get past the web detail, he's just human form, like real simple human form, which makes
Mhm.
everything that he does a beautiful move. You know what I mean? So his
That's what I
silhouettes are
was sharing.
always sleek,
That's what I'm
and
sharing next with you is
yeah,
McFarlane. So bring that
right,
up, because to
yeah,
me, look at that.
yeah,
That's dynamic, man. The foot,
it is.
where
And
it's placed, like
the only, sometimes the only thing I didn't like about McFarlane was sometimes the feet. Um, but I like that. I think that's cool.
yeah, it's awesome.
And that's the thing. Once McFarlane got in there, they started really contorting and twisting up Spider-Man's body so they could put him in any pose they wanted to. You know what I mean? He got more dynamic at that point. That's for sure.
But see,
Uh,
and I want to go back to another McFarlane. Here, this one. So sharing this one, where not a lot's going on, but just it's cool. Like that's cool.
oh yeah,
Like look at that. I think that was an actual cover. I don't think
yeah.
that's a panel, right? Is this a cover? Wasn't this originally a cover?
I
And then
don't
that's
remember.
another cover.
Yeah,
And
I
even
think
the
it is an
spiders
alternate
all
cover.
over him.
Yeah, it
The
was a
spiders
cover
all. It's
on the left.
that's awesome though, isn't it? That's just
Hmm.
man.
That's a classic cover, man. It's a classic cover by Todd. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's been redone a lot of times. A lot of people have redone that pose.
I
Just
still
to pay
think he's by
homage to
far
that.
the best Spider-Man artist. I really do.
Uh,
I know there's
I mean,
arguments
there's
for
a
other
lot of great
people, but
things. Yeah, there's a lot of great things about him. Um,
even how Spider-Man's head is, like it's more of a slim, elongated head than a
yeah,
lot of other people will draw Spider-Man.
yeah.
Like there's a
Well,
lot.
the eyes are pronounced, you know,
Oh yeah.
and you can do a lot with the eyes. You can play with the eyes as a character, so it really
Mm-hmm.
really helped it. And then Todd always made the fingers contorted too,
That's
spider
true.
like. So he always played with that. And then the webbing, of course, became trademark. So he didn't just
Oh,
add
this
posing. He did a
no,
lot
the
with
wedding
Spider.
was a game changer. Yeah, the
Yeah,
spaghetti wedding, way better
wedding
than what
or
it used
webbing?
to look like. Huh?
I thought you said wedding. I'm like, is he getting
Yeah, the
married?
spaghetti wedding. Where we eat pasta. That's
Ah, oh, that's awesome. I I mean, you don't get much more classic than this. This is gorgeous stuff. And this is why we fell in love with comics, at least for me, a lot of this stuff here.
yeah.
Um, there's so many great things to look back on like this. That reminds me of why I love the comic books. You can do a lot with the eyes. You can play with the eyes. Dirk's starting to sound like a serial killer.
Oh, oh, that is
Shit, Mo.
good.
Damn.
That is good. So I have one more for Spider-Man, and that's
Okay.
just because I found this
All right,
and
let's
I
do it.
thought it was really cool.
Let's do it.
This I just really like that. That's just that's just cool.
What the hell's going
The
on?
hand, yeah, the hand and
Oh
the
my
foot's coming at you.
gosh. I don't know, man. See, this is where I start to go, okay,
Is that
there's only so
possible?
much contortion you can do to just make it look stupid and awkward. And I'm kind of awkward. This one's awkward territory. Like,
He's got two left legs.
what?
He's
No, I
got
don't.
two left legs
He does?
because he's got a left knee under his arm. And
Well,
then he's
he's
got a left
twisting.
leg in the behind him. Look
No,
at where his waist would be.
his waist is directly under his head.
Mhm.
So he's twisting his shoulders kind of
I was
behind
being
him.
funny. I was being funny. This isn't an argument.
Yeah, you're
This
weird.
isn't a
You're
debate.
being weird. I think this is just stupid. I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't
I
like
thought it
this.
was very dynamic.
I don't like it. And you know what? I mean, it's okay if you if you like it, but I didn't like
It made
that
me
shot.
stop to look at it. I've
Well,
never seen
yeah,
that before.
but I mean, I don't know. I don't hate Liefeld. I mean, I like Liefeld's work. I really don't hate
Can we go to the
Liefeld. There's
next
some
one?
times where I look at his stuff. Hang on. Yeah, I see what you're adding, but hold on. Um, I saw something that he drew recently. I think it was a Wolverine. Was it Wolverine Deadpool that he did recently?
Probably. I
Um,
like Liefeld.
there's some things that he did, and I was like, "Oh, look at that! That's really cool and dynamic." He's a fun artist, and when you look at his panels,
I
um,
thought his X-Force stuff was great.
yeah, it's fun to look at. So I'm like, well, I don't know, man. I'm not going to fault the guy. He's got some things that if you wanted to go, well, he's not drawing this right or drawing that. Yeah, but every artist has that. So you got to take him for what he is. I'm not expecting him to be uh, Todd McFarlane. I'm not expecting him to be, you know, Alex Ross, with perfect proportions either. And speaking of perfect proportions, woo!
This
Oh
is
man!
dynamic.
But
It's
did you
dynamic.
see? Did you see the picture that they were comparing this to with the Arnold pose?
No.
Let me look it up real fast
Yeah,
because I
go
didn't know
ahead.
you were going to put this on there.
This is the only funny one I put on. Like you'll have a picture where they're side by side.
Yeah, there was a picture found. I think I found it on Twitter, and somebody. Oh, there it is. I got the picture. So if I can get this picture to open, I'll pull it up. I'm having a shit time right now. Hang on a minute. Oh, of course, it has to be super small too. There we go. So let me now share this. Wait. All right, here we go. Look at that. Now, does that look like Cap?
Oh man.
Look how far out the chest goes. Look how far,
Dude.
like it really.
Dude.
It's
Oh,
crazy,
man.
right? Like, so when people make fun of this, I'm going, okay, but in all reality, I don't think he was really that far off base.
Dude, because the star would be where the line is in between the chesticles. And that's where
Yeah.
the star is on Cap. Boy, oh boy. That's
Yeah.
surprising, Derek.
Isn't that nuts? I mean, I saw this on Twitter and it blew my mind. It blew my mind. I was like, Liefeld was not that far off. so there's some vindication for Liefeld there, if you ask me.
The big difference with Cap and Arnold here is Arnold's chest,
yeah,
width of the picture isn't as long, where Cap looks more like he has female boobs than male muscles.
Well, let's put Cap
how long they are.
Let's put Cap up again. Share that again, if you can.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a comparison. I can't show both. I wish I could show both, but
see how Cap's chest is
okay.
longer.
So I'm going to add this now. So,
but it's not terrible. It's not terribly off.
Yeah, it's not that far off. So I mean, if you looked under the shield and you could see the width of his rib cage down to his butt, you could see, if he was that far off. But the only difference is Arnold is flexing and Cap looks like he's just standing there. And I think that's part of the problem, Mm-hmm. So you're missing kind of the context, the way it looks. And Cap's head is way less, like way smaller compared to Arnold's, Mm-hmm. So let's look at it again. So see how Arnold's head is more proportionate to what's going on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. But still, when you think about it, it really isn't as bad as what people made it out to be. And he's drawing Cap, not Hercules, and you're right about that. So I would say, Cap was pretty over muscled in that pic. He also not posed doing the flex that makes the muscle stand out. He's at rest, looking even bigger than Arnold is flexing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cap's just standing there. Arnold's actually flexing and posing. So no, it's bad. That's awesome, Jim. I love it.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm not going to say it's not bad. That wasn't my point. I still think it doesn't look great. I'm not a fan of it. But I think I can understand why Liefeld would have drawn the way he did, based on this pick. So
I got two more to share.
That's funny, man. Okay, what you got? That was funny, man.
So to me, I think this is dynamic. It's the end of an awesome story.
Okay.
Everything that's going on around them, I think is dynamic. I think of dynamic.
Does this mean everybody's going to hate it, but you?
I hope not.
Okay.
Now I don't want to show it.
Oh man. Okay. This is Civil War, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't even think you need the bodies to make this dynamic. Just Cap's uniform. Iron Man lost his helmet. That's just a great shot, man. It's just a great.
They do kind of pay homage to that in the movie, didn't they?
Oh, they definitely do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely did.
So it's pretty cool. There's something about this art.
And standing too.
Yeah.
I think it's the color. I don't think it's the art. I think it's the color. Like the color is very...
No, it's not. I think it's the inking or something. The way the inking's done on this, and the way the faces are done.
You like?
There's just something to it that stands out to me that doesn't hit me
Like
well.
I think
But I think the art's
Cap's uniform is really cool. The
yeah. I
bubbles
mean,
or whatever you'd call that on there, and
it's not bubbles, it's scales. And then
thank
his
you.
I like
Scales,
the way
yes.
they have his uniform torn and things like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and even
but
Iron Man, you see the back, the electricity. It's because his the armor's starting to break. Like
yeah, yeah.
they're the
No,
last ones
I like
standing.
that. I don't.
What don't you
I
like
think
about
that's
the
a great
art? I
shot.
don't get it. What do you?
There's something about the
I'm not seeing
inking
it.
with possibly the. It could possibly be part of the color with the shading. That might be what's doing some of
Like
it
I
too.
think Spider-Man and Daredevil shading's really bad. Like it looks washed out.
Maybe. Well, they're getting the spark. They're getting the shine of the spark on their body,
Yeah,
so that makes
I
sense.
guess.
No, it's good though. I mean,
Who?
it's a
You know
dynamic
what? Who's
panel.
the guy glowing green laying on the ground? Who is that?
I'd have to read it. It's not the absorbing
Can
man
you?
or anybody like that, is it?
I
Um,
don't know. I can't think. Like who?
I can't see it well enough, so I can't tell. I don't know.
I don't know either. But okay. And then so I got one more.
All right.
And the last one I picked is dynamic isn't always how things are drawn. Like something could be dynamic by the attitude, not just what people are saying, but
Right. Right.
you don't have to do much
You can,
to
yeah,
make
you can convey it
something.
in other ways. Yes.
And I honestly think this is the best picture that shows that. That's just a dynamic Cap,
Really.
the last guy, face to face with the guy that's got the whole infinity. Like, that's just awesome. Great. It's great. No? Disagree? What?
I was reading the bubbles and the
Oh.
thought or the
Yeah, as
speech
long
bubble,
as one man stands.
and no, I like it, and yet, I mean, it's okay. It's not as dynamic as I was hoping for.
I feel the
I mean,
scene is just their faces looking at each other.
well, when you know about Thanos' power against Cap, Cap's going to get thumped. You know.
Yeah, but for Cap to even do, like, everyone's dead. He killed
Yeah.
Wolverine. And Cap's still, like, he's not scared. Like,
Right. Oh
and I
well,
think
they're not
that's
saying he's not
dynamic.
scared.
He's not. Look at his eye. He ain't scared.
He's just willing to stand up. He didn't. He's probably scared
Mm-hmm.
shitless. He's just still willing to stand up. That's what matters.
I don't think he's. I don't think he's scared. No, Derek,
I
you're
don't know,
wrong.
man.
This man ain't afraid to die, dog. This is guy. This guy.
I
Like
don't
you
know.
talk. You talking about your grandfather? These were different men, dude. They don't
That
get
didn't mean they
scared.
weren't scared. They were scared.
They
They
didn't
just
get
stood up
scared.
anyway. They stood up anyway.
You have to have You have to have fear to have courage, Derek. You have to have fear.
Exactly. That's why I say they're scared. You said they weren't scared. So what is?
I
What?
finally agreed with you, and then you still got to go more. Just take the win, take the W, and move on. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Okay.
You just can't take the W.
Okay. So I'm going to leave everybody with this final thought. How many Crisis on Infinite Earths or Crisis titles do you think we've had in DC over the course of what? 40 years.
I don't know how many, but my
I don't either.
favorite is
I really don't.
my favorite is DC Crisis, two Crisis, two Crisistist. That's my favorite.
What's a crisis?
Because Fast and Furious 2 was too fast and furious. I
Too
didn't know what else
fastest.
to.
It's too
Yeah,
fastest.
too
Too fastest, too
crisisist.
furiousest.
Too Crisisist.
Okay. So I was thinking
Should
about
they
this.
call it the final crisis? Not really.
I mean, this
Or
is
for now.
this is something I was thinking about the other day, and I was like, I keep running across these damn crisis titles, and I'm like, okay, so every time I look around, DC's doing a new crisis title, and I'm going, they've been milking the crisis title since Crisis on Infinite
80s.
Earths,
It was the
and
80s, right?
yeah,
Like 85?
and granted, it's one of the big events. It's the biggest event probably in DC history.
Dude, they even did it with the Mortal Kombat DC game.
Yeah.
The second one. Wait, what was it called? Injustice 2's video game.
Right.
The premise of that is the multiverse of crises.
Multiverse of Crisis.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Look, Crisis on Earth 1, Crisis on Earth 3, Crisis on Earth Prime. That's already too many crises on definitely more Earths than need to be. Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is the biggest one, right? Then you got 0 Hour Crisis in Time, which is retarded.
I didn't even know of that.
Then you got Identity Crisis.
I didn't know about this one either.
So this was crazy.
Wait a minute. Does Identity Crisis, is that like a trans thing? Are they all changing their outfits? Is that why?
No.
I'm being funny. What is with you? Can you not take a hint tonight?
You're terrible. You're not being funny. This was actually well written. Identity Crisis was actually well
and their
written.
Clothes are there. It's a perfect trans joke.
Oh
Perfect.
boy, you're terrible. Anyway, this has the death of Sue Dibney, the wife of Elongated Man. So it says it down here. And this is actually kind of interesting.
She died horribly too, didn't she?
Yeah, sexual assault by Dr. Light.
Yeah, and they all are like, the Justice League are like all like no one like says anything. Like, oh, that's
so, and they find out that some of them like covered it up, right, or something. Yeah, so it ends up being this whole thing. Well, that was a mess, but I think it was well written at that time. Infinite Crisis. So look at this.
Dude,
another one.
Look at Superman's S. Who drew that? That is disgusting and terrible.
That is terrible.
What is that?
Fucked up.
Dude.
Yeah,
how
literally.
Did that
that's
make
really
it
jacked.
through? Who's the editor? Who said that was okay?
I didn't know you'd defend Superman so, proud.
Dude, because that's just ridiculous. It looks like it's a worm.
Awesome. Yeah, it's
like
terrible.
Superman went fishing.
Yeah, he's supposed to look older, but that doesn't mean the S is supposed to be all like limp.
The S has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, it's because he's old. The S is getting shorter.
Well, I think it was getting more limp, is what I think. Two, Final Crisis.
Limp Bizkit. That's supposed to be good, though. Final Crisis is supposed to be good.
Yeah, but come on. 2008, Final Crisis, once again. And Heroes in Crisis. Look at that. Heroes in Crisis.
Is Flash loving Flash?
I guess. This is just terrible.
Flashpoint?
So I have no clue, man, but I'm thinking to myself, what the hell happened? The Crisis of Infinite Crises. Yes, it is. JSA is great, though. Yeah, I'm not going to cut on all DC titles. I just wish they would have thought of a new...
It's ridiculous.
Find a new title to run with. Identity Crisis. Yeah, it did have potential. And also too miserable. Yeah, it was miserable. But I guess whenever you think about this, you're like, why? DC, who's, they're part of the big two. They should have great ideas going on, right? They should have some of the best talent of all. And they should be able to write awesome stories, but they're pulling this out of their ass. They got to go back to the 80s and go right back to Crisis on Infinite Earths 1 million times over and over and over.
The sad thing is there's like 40 synonyms for crisis. We can use DC catastrophic, pressure,
catastrophe,
confrontation, crunch, deadlock. How about DC dilemma? Disaster, impasse. DC
Stress.
mess would probably be the best. DC mess.
Oh my gosh!
Culmination.
What a way! I mean,
it's a synonym for crisis is embarrassment, and that's what we got. DC
embarrassment. That's what it is, and it's crazy to me because I'm like, you supposedly, or you should, because you're one of the big two, you should have some of the best talent out there. And this is what you pulled out of your ass, 40 years of crisis bullshit. And it just makes me kind of weep for that company because those DC characters are some of my favorite characters of all time,
Who's your top 5 favorite of DC?
Of DC?
Mm-hmm.
Well, top 5 favorite? My gosh, Murph. That was a little fast.
Superman 1 for you or no?
No, I would say Batman's probably 1 for me. I'd have to go through and think about it a little bit because there's a lot that I like, and there's probably a lot I'm not going to think about off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Because it's been a while. I haven't paid a lot of.
I feel like there's so many great characters in the Batman universe.
There is.
So that's
That's what I mean. There's so many great characters, and then you've got, I love Green Lantern, and Hal Jordan, and I do like the Flash. I love Superman. I mean, there's just a lot of them. I think there's a lot of great characters that in the last 20 years, they haven't really got awesome stories,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They don't have anything that really defines anything for new generations at all. It's really sad.
The Batman, whatchamacallit, with the owls, that's probably the last big thing they had. The Court of Owls.
Court of Owls. I want to read that. I've heard a lot about it. I'm going to have to give it a shot.
Remind me, I'll let you borrow it.
Yeah.
I think that was like 2015 though, so that's still saying a lot.
I mean, that's 8 years ago, dude. 8 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Actually, might even be farther than that too.
Oh,
because it's not during Rebirth. That's during the New 52.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the other thing. I mean, you see them rebooting their universes all the time too, which is kind of crazy.
It's like every 5 years.
Yeah,
like we're not like I'm not being funny. Like that's pretty accurate.
I know. Yeah, it is accurate, and it's based on sales, so they're not doing good in sales. So they're like, well, let's just give it a reboot.
The sad thing is, number ones always sell, so they're like, hey, let's just keep making number ones.
Yeah, but I mean, really, when you go back to those number ones, do you think they're worth anything again? Now?
No, I don't think it's a money. I think number ones sell because it's new, and so people are like,
yeah, it'll sell.
Like this.
But I mean, whenever people look it up and if they go to a store and they're trying to find, like a comic store, and they're trying to find a number one, do you think those would sell? They probably aren't.
I think, I don't know. I mean, they do. Like, if you look at the sales charts, number ones still sell more than
when they're new, yes. But after they're new is what I'm talking about. Like after they've been out
about longevity, years. Like 10 years, are people going to pay for?
Yep. No, they're not going to go back to that.
Number 1, 2014.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah, they're not going to go back to that. They're not going to care about that. I wouldn't.
Only if it's a cool cover, probably.
It would have to be totally kick ass, and they're not doing that. We know that.
But I feel like that argument, though, too, now, because of graphic novels and omnibuses, 10 years later, you have your choice. Well, why would you go get the single floppy unless you're a collector? Because you could get the whole story now.
Well,
in other forms.
But I think omnibuses are going to run out before too long, because when they collect some of these stories, it's like they're not written that well. So what are you going to do for these last 20 years? You know what I mean?
There's still, I mean, there are a lot of gem stories along the way. Like the X-Men have some pretty good stories in the 2010s, like when they went with the whole Mutant Messiah thing.
But I don't think everybody had good stories. I don't think a lot of people had good stories. I think they ruined a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Thor did, Spider-Man did. It just depends. Like when you look over a 15-year span, you're gonna find good stories in that 15 years. It might not be a whole 15 years.
Maybe
you could find like a 2007 to 2009.
But is it worth? Is it worth the whole omnibus? Or
I mean, they sell out. People are buying them.
Yeah.
Even the Dan Slott Spider-Man, there's a lot of people that like it.
Yeah.
Which a lot
that's
of people
crazy
say shit about it. So.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to me.
Well, I think too with the omnibus, the oversized art. So it's not just a collection. You're getting like It's kind of like the IMAX when you think of it. Like you can
Yeah.
only get it this way. Seeing
Yeah,
a
that
movie
makes
in
sense.
IMAX is kind of the
Okay.
same thing.
Right.
Because
Okay.
I always like graphic
I'll give
novels,
you that.
but that oversized art, dude,
I do like
it's something
oversized art.
else. It
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. I hope they never lose it because the oversized art, man, is where it's at. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Oversized art. Oversized art. Okay.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Well, I've shared everything I needed to. I'm
Oh,
crisis out. I've seen
crisis out.
Arnold's big tits, and um, I think I'm done seeing those for a while.
Who is your daddy? It wasn't you.
And okay, so you got anything else?
Like, subscribe, please share this out on Twitter. Let's get
I guess we're
over.
shutting it down.
Let's get over that. Let's get over that 221. Let's get 222.
Yeah, guys.
222.
If you can, share
222.
our channel out for everybody because we do enjoy talking to everybody. We're so glad everybody's here to talk to us in the chat, and even if we bore
Boy,
you,
it
and you
died
guys
like
leave-
after 8:50. Where'd everyone go?
well,
Somebody got a
it
show going on?
well, there's probably other shows, and then we weren't talking about anything important. They were just kind of hanging with us for a little while, so it's cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we're up to next week. Hopefully we have some new content. We're going to have some different things we're going to talk about. We bounce around on the channel between comics to music to
We haven't
the
talked about
weird,
music or
strange,
mythology in a while.
yeah, mythology. We haven't touched on that. Maybe we'll touch on that next week because probably need to hit upon that a little bit again. And other than that, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for the
That's all I
week.
got.
Okay, well, everybody,
So, join the Dirk show next week.
That's right, the Dukester. Also, just want to congratulate Bancroft on his campaign. It's going very well. He released Painted Death. So
I've been so busy. I haven't watched his show in like 2 to 3 weeks.
well, you need to go and go onto his channel, and not his channel, but his website, and check out his campaign because he's doing great.
It's sweet.
I haven't backed it yet. I want to back it, but I haven't been able to yet. So, man, there's a lot of books I need that I can't back right now. So it's terrible, but hopefully I'll be able to do it soon.
Dude, gas in stores are not going down.
It's ridiculous.
We in a recession.
Yep.
We need the government to give us some free checks.
Oh, God, here we go. Get off the politics.
Free
all right.
checks.
Everybody, we will catch you later. Thank you for stopping by. We will see you next week. I guess Bancroft's live right now. So that's where they're at. They're on his show. So we'll probably go over there, or at least I might check out what's going on.
That's pretty early.
So
yeah.
We'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Peace out. Watch out for Crisis. Crisis.